Welcome to the Insurance Guy Podcast. From sales to insurance advice, we discuss ways to protect your business and grow it. Make sure to like and share this podcast. And don't forget to check us out at TheInsurers.ca for all your business insurance needs. And here's your host, Mr. Aun.
Hey, Facebook family. I got a really good friend with me today and a really good client of mine as well. Mr. Raza over here.
Hey guys.
He's the owner of Cluck Clucks restaurant in downtown. And we're going to be talking about how he got started up and what he did to generate business, how he's expanding his business and what his future plans are. And this is about the restaurant industry. So yeah, let's get into it. So, Mr. Raza, thank you so much for joining me.
Brother.
And so, let's get into it because you're a busy guy. I know this, which is good. How did you get started?
I've been in this industry for almost 9 years.
9 years, okay.
Yes, and I figured out that the next move up from where I was won't take too long. I'm a restless guy. I like to learn things as much as I can, as fast as I can, and move up the corporate ladder. I was like, you know what? Too long. I can't wait. I gotta increase my income somehow.
Okay.
So I figured the best way to do is be your own boss. That's how I first thought about opening a restaurant.
Okay, awesome. So when did you open up Cluck Clucks?
We started the process of opening up Cluck Clucks in August 2013.
August 2013, okay.
Actually opened the doors, it was in November 2015. So it took almost a little over 2 years from inception to the day we opened the doors.
Wow, okay. So I'm guessing that wasn't the intended plan and you were hoping to open up doors much sooner?
Yeah, you know what? We had some roadblocks in the middle. Fortunately, some setbacks, but we didn't lose hope.
Okay.
And we said to ourselves, you know what? No matter how long it takes, we're still going to do it.
Right.
And we waited patiently, and it's worked out
good
for us.
That's amazing. So you got into the industry. You were in the industry previously as an employee or of a corporation for 9 years, and you said, "Listen, I want to be my own boss. I want to get into this." So, what was the exact steps you took from moving from an employee to opening up your own place?
Well, the first thing you got to do is talk to your family.
Okay.
Get them behind your back, because end of the day, you need support. You need emotional support, you need monetary support, you need your family to help you out in any way you can.
Right.
That's the first thing you do. You discuss with your family, listen, I want to do this, will you guys support me?
Yeah.
Luckily for me, sometimes the areas that I have are pretty wild.
Right.
I was able to talk to my family. They were able to throw some sense into me. Hey, listen, you've got a good idea. Why don't you do it this way?
Right.
So that's important, because at the end of the day, your family is what is, you the most.
They're looking out for you.
Exactly. That was the first thing I did. Second thing I did is I explored what's out there in the market. I quit my job for about. I quit my job and then I took a sabbatical or whatever, me time for 4 months.
Okay.
And all I did was research.
Okay.
What's in the market? What's trending?
Right.
What is coming up in the next 6 months?
Right.
What food is, which community likes what kind of food.
Right.
So I spent a lot of time on research. So when I finally decided this is what I'm going to do, it was based on concrete research. Now, mind you, I did not spend millions of dollars on research.
Right.
Going to companies like AC Nielsen. There is a lot of information that is available freely on the World Wide Web.
Right.
You just gotta spend some time looking into it.
So let me ask you a question here. You looked into opening up your restaurant. You said, I'm going to open up my restaurant, and you took your family's advice as well. From when you wanted to open up a restaurant and you had an idea, is this what you imagined, or is this from deviations?
No. If I were to show you my book, I still have that book.
Okay.
Where I first penned down my thoughts of what the restaurant would be, you would laugh.
Okay.
I look at it now and I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking?
Right.
So it's an evolution.
Okay.
When you want to do something, I highly recommend put it on paper.
Right.
And then see what's out there in the market.
Okay.
I believe that, I'm not a very creative person.
Okay.
I'm not a chef. Let's be honest.
Okay.
So but what I did was I like to see what's out there. I read, I used apps like Pinterest, Google Images get an idea of what's out there in the market.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
what can I take from?
So you use social media to do your research.
I did everything.
Okay.
Whatever
Okay.
possible tools out there, social
Okay.
media, Instagram, Facebook, you know, whatever. I would just Google.
Okay.
You know, Google was my best friend for 3
Right.
months.
Right.
Every morning, get up, Google. You know, fried chicken recipes, fried chicken variations. You know, I had mine, but I wanted to see what's out there in the market.
Okay.
You know, maybe someone has something better.
Right.
And you know, that's one thing you have to accept as an entrepreneur, that
Right.
you're not the smartest person out there. There are other people smarter than you,
Yeah.
doing better than you. You have to see what they're doing,
Yeah.
and not necessarily take everything 100%,
Right.
but you know,
Use-
observe.
Use the experience of others to guide you. You
Exactly.
can't be the smartest in every aspect. You might be good at something, but there's definitely somebody out there who's probably better than you at that
Exactly.
in different
Yeah,
genres.
it doesn't have to be a restaurant. It can
Right.
be anything.
Right.
Sales,
Right.
realtors, you know,
Right.
just see what other people are doing,
Right.
you know, and not necessarily take 100%, like don't copy paste, but take it as a learning curve.
Use it as a template.
Exactly.
And customize the template to what works for you.
Exactly.
Amazing. So you opened up doors in December 2015.
Yes.
Okay. So you opened up doors for Cluck Clucks, opened up in 2015. Then how did you get the word out?
Well, we were very cautious as a new business, especially in the food industry. You only
Okay.
get one opportunity to prove yourself.
Okay.
You know? So we let word of mouth
Word of mouth. Okay.
do our marketing for us.
Right.
What we were focused on was quality of food,
Quality of food.
service.
Okay. Right.
For the first 4 or 5 months, we did not spend even a single dollar on marketing.
Amazing. Okay.
And you know,
So
people came in.
let me ask you a question. You went into word of mouth. Did you call up your friends and family? Did you put it on Facebook saying, "Hey, come to check this place out. Come out, check out my restaurant," or was it just you opened doors, they came, you just served them food, and that's how the word got out?
Well, we did a few Facebook posts and Instagram, but
Okay.
keep in mind we had no followers.
Right.
We just
Right.
opened up, right?
And these are paid boosts.
No,
Booster
no,
posts
no,
or- okay.
nothing.
Okay.
For the first 6 months, we didn't do any paid boosts.
Okay.
We just let the business run its natural course.
Okay.
And I mean, for anyone opening anything in retail, it's very important because you want to make sure that you're able to deliver to customer expectations.
Right.
Like I said, as a small business, you get one opportunity, to prove yourself. If you don't deliver, then they'll never come back to you.
Mm.
So we knew that fact. So we said, you know what, we're going to run our natural course to let the word of mouth do the work for us.
Okay.
And
Okay.
thankfully it worked out.
Okay.
It was a gamble, but it did. It paid off.
That's great. So you let the quality of your food do the talking for you.
Exactly.
Okay, it's true because I got a plate right here with me. That's great. Now tell me, when you're at the stage where you've proven yourself, you have a good following, what's the next step for your company? For your restaurant?
As a brand, we're still growing.
Still growing,
We're
okay.
still evolving every single day.
Okay.
I'm still learning new things.
Right.
And
What do you mean by evolving and learning?
see, as an entrepreneur, you are responsible for a lot of functions.
Right. Okay.
As an employee, I just manage a restaurant.
Right.
Now, I'm looking at the back end. I've got finances. I've got to look after the branding,
Right.
the packaging, everything. Right.
Right.
So, like right now, for example, I'm trying to import stuff from China.
Right.
My packaging. I've never done it before.
Right.
So for me, it's
It's a new
it's a
ballgame.
learning curve. I mean, it's difficult.
Right.
I have to keep pushing myself. You know what? You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. But so that's what it is. It's for an entrepreneur. Every single day you have to tell yourself that I'm learning. I'm gonna seek new challenges.
Right.
You should not ever be happy with status quo. Like right now, if I like the business is doing well, I can
Right.
sit down and not have to worry about anything. But I know that if I do that, then I'll never learn, and someone else might come and do a better job than
Yeah.
me and take away
Right.
my business.
Right. So you always have to be the path to continuously improve and not just
Exactly.
get comfortable. And you'll probably see this in a lot of motivational memes and pictures and stuff like that, like do not remain comfortable. And that seems to be a common trend amongst everything, that you should keep yourself and push yourself in difficult situations to evolve and get better and continuously grow. Is that fair?
Exactly. Status quo. Never be happy with status quo. Always want to improve yourself your business, your financial situation, and that is what self-motivates you.
Amazing, man. Dude, it's Cluck Clucks, great restaurant. Tell them a little bit about where can they find you and what can they expect.
Folks, we're located at 222 The Esplanade in downtown Toronto. We're between St. Lawrence Market and Distillery District. We specialize in fried chicken and waffles. This is a unique concept which is very new to Toronto, and we're happy to say we're one of the pioneers in it. And come by because, hey, we do serve good food.
Is there a way they can order food if they're in the local area downtown? Toronto, is there a way they can order food online?
You can do Foodora, you can do Uber Eats, there is an app called Ritual, DoorDash. We cater through every single one of these apps that get food to you.
So if you're in the local area, check them out on those sites. And what's your website?
Cluckclucks.ca.
Cluckclucks.ca. You heard it first, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Take care.
Thank you.
Before I wrap up, I just wanted to say I really appreciate your time. Would love it if you could subscribe and share this podcast. And also check us out at TheInsurers.ca.